sponsors also. I ain't sure that's what my guy wants me to do.
You gotta stop it, gotta stop.
I like live.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are live at Xfinity Live in Philadelphia, where we are celebrating the 2019 Briscoe Awards, the top fighters, the top performances in Philadelphia boxing. I'm Mark Abrams, along with fighter turned ring announcer turned fighter again, Alex Barbosa. We're here, Alex. How's everything going? And it's a great day for everybody.
Yo, definitely. It's always a good opportunity, and it's always a good time when you get to honor the local boxing community. You know, these are grinders. These are workers. You know, these guys, all of them. Anybody nominated, anybody who's even got the ability to be up for a Briscoe Award, they're putting in work. And this is there's no holidays, there's no time off. Boxing, there's no off season. It's a 24/7 grind. You know, so you can't you can't ever minimize what these guys do. So you know, any opportunity to honor them is definitely something that I'm thankful to be a part of it.
You know a lot of these kids. Maybe you sparred with some of them, fought against some of them. What are you most looking forward to in terms of awards or presentations to go?
I'm a little biased because, well, Tevin Farmer trains at my gym in Cherry Hill, TKO Fitness. So obviously, I'm excited to hear what Coach Chino's going to say about Tevin. Tevin is currently in Africa, actually doing. It looks like media stuff over there. However, his head coach Chino is here, and he's going to be accepting the awards. And I know he's going to have a couple words about Tevin. Tevin is just a humble, honest, good guy overall. Like you see him work, and he's just puts his head down and works. I mean, this guy's a grinder, and I have nothing but respect and adoration for him and his team. And honestly, all those guys that they work at they train at my club, and I see it. I see the work. Anthony Young has got a big fight coming up. He's fighting on the Canelo undercard on the zone. He's fighting Saddam Ali. So, yeah.
You mentioned Tevin Farmer, and like you said, you watched him grow up right before your eyes, basically. Coming from that 7-4 fighter, become a world champion. He's been training at your gym that you want. What was the name of the gym again?
TKO Fitness.
Where was it located?
That's Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
We're looking at the address.
Thank you. 1615 Kings Highway North, Cherry Hill, New Jersey 08034. We're located online. You can find us online at TKO Cherry Hill, which is on Facebook, TKO Fitness. It's there, trust me.
So you got Tevin Farmer's growing up before your eyes. You've seen him go from that fighter to contender, to champion, and now defending champion. What have you noticed about him in the gym that maybe we don't see during the fights and that has taken him through these levels?
He's become mentally sharp, and in boxing, I mean, a lot of it is physical, but having control of the mind is something that once you get, you can honestly damn near dominate the world. It's something that the mind is the strongest muscle of the body, and once you've got total control of that, honestly, you're really hard to beat. Boxing, anything can happen at any given point. So you're really, really, really hard to beat. If you look at just the history of boxing, the top guys, they were always mentally in tune, and you can tell by just deciphering some of the answers to the questions that they would have to deal with on the regular. They normally talk about how things slow down for them, and it's not moving any slower.
I hear football players say that. What's the difference between college and the NFL? It's the speed of the game, and once the speed of the game, they get used to it. Not that it's slowing down, it's just that they're picking it up and seeing things quickly.
Yeah, they've developed subconscious proficiency, and it's almost at that, through the hardships and the rough road that that Tevin had from the beginning, and that all just hardened him and hardened him, and so much so that now he's, I don't want to say desensitized, but almost desensitized to the moment, if you will. He's so mentally in tune that I don't believe anyone is going to defeat Tevin. I think it's on Tevin. It's all up here, and it's I bet on Tevin. I bet on Tevin against almost anybody.
What's it like, Jim, that you run? Jason Sosa was a world champion. Tevin Farmer. We talk about a lot of the great gyms in Philly, which I'm sure you've worked at pretty much every one of them. Joe Hands was a Cradle champion. Schuler's was a Cradle champion. They had a gym in Cherry Hill. I grew up in Cherry Hill, so it's a gym in Cherry Hill, New Jersey now. 2 world champions. Christopher Diaz, who fought for the world title. You got several other guys from your gym that are, participating and working out there. What are your, what's that give you a sense of what you're doing in terms of your business? You're building a gym where there's champions, MMA, professional MMA fighters as well.
Yeah. I can be 100% honest with you. That's more of my personal. I love the fight game. I love boxing. I love MMA. I so much so that I became a ring announcer in the process just to stay connected. So I do that for me. I want to create a place where professional, world-class athletes can train alongside of people just trying to get in shape. Conversely, what does it do for me? Honestly, I feel like I'm building something very unique. I feel like I'm building something that is showing that it doesn't matter whether you're training for a world title or you're just training to lose 10, 15 pounds. You want to get in that bikini or in that outfit or whatever for the summer. It doesn't really matter what you're there for, because at my club, hard work is the common denominator. I work with senior citizens. I work with special needs kids. I work with kids. It doesn't really make a difference. Hard work is the common denominator, and that's how we achieve anything. That's all I really know anymore is hard work. I've been in the game 11 years now, and it's hard work is all that works. There's nothing else. There's no shortcuts, and boxing has taught me that don't cut corners. Don't try to scheme in any capacity. Just do the work. Do the work, and it pays off. It shows. So I'm very excited. We're building something very unique, and I hope that you're all able to come out. If you've never been to my club in Cherry Hill, we're having our at 1615 Kings Highway North, Cherry Hill, New Jersey 08034.
Remember the Ellisburg Circle used to be?
Exactly. We're having a grand opening weekend. It's going to be huge. Tevin Farmer is going to be there doing a meet and greet. Jason Sosa is going to be helping with the class. Raymond Ford will be there. Paul Felder, the UFC rising star, he's going to be doing an MMA grappling seminar. A lot of different things. It'll be happening April 27th and April 28th. We'll be open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on both those days. So I hope that you come join us. The phone number at the club is 856-428-8269. 856-428-8269. I hope you're able to join us.
That brings back memories from you. 10-428 number going up. So I won't give a number because everyone will be calling. Another aspect, in terms of the visibility of your club, I understand that fighters, when they're coming in to fight Philadelphia, there's Katie Taylor, if I'm not mistaken, she could have ran in Philadelphia, going to one of the gyms in Philly, but she decided to come to your club.
Yeah, having Tevin there, Tevin loves the club. He's ran his last 4 or 5 training camps out of there. So he invites everybody from Katie Taylor. We've had tons of pros from New York. They come all over the place, and to be honest, the club and the facility that helps. But the relationship, Chino Rivas, him and his team, he has a team, exactly. I am blessed to have them call my club home, and we work together. It is a team because we have to, I make sure that the fighters have everything that they need in order to get themselves ready. We have heavy bags, we have all the specialty bags, the speed bags, boxing room, we have the octagon, we have a full weight room, we even have a sauna. I mean, we have everything in the club, so the fighters can. It really is a one-stop shop.
Let's talk about you. You've gone the squared circle. You won your last fight.
Yeah, it was fun.
Now, is it your last fight, or was this the last fight you had?
Well, me and my family, in December, actually, at the end of last year, we finalized and purchased the club, TKO Fitness. So it is me and my family now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And to be honest with you, that is probably the toughest fight I've ever decided to sign up for. I'm gonna always want to fight. However, I have too much respect for the game, what it is, and if I can't dedicate ample time to training, then I won't even consider doing it. So
Is this your retirement?
I don't know. I know that Pennsylvania Athletic Commissioner Greg Serb at the last fight that we were at pulled me to the side, asked me if I was fighting, and then proceeded to immediately answer that question by telling me he does not want to see me fight. So that's my guy. I understand why he wants to see me on this side of the fence. And like I said, if I can't dedicate ample time to training, then I won't put myself in harm's way because you don't play boxing. And I have too much respect for what it is that this is. What we do, what these guys do. So I don't know. I can't adequately answer that question at the moment. You guys will know though. Everyone will know.
So what's it like? Now we're going to announce it now. Getting a nice gig to host the Briscoe Awards. How's that been?
Interesting. Last night I was at the USKA Fight Sports event in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Keeps me on my toes. Great job last night, USKA. I mean, they really put together an 8-card kickboxing Muay Thai show that was just. It was bar night. It was a great show. So, I mean, it keeps me busy. I look, I'm the voice of King's Promotions. We'll have back-to-back shows on the 3rd and the 10th. Big show at Bethlehem. Big show here at the 2300 Arena.
It's the hand of Dave Price.
Oh, you'll see. I'm sure you'll see a lot of fans. There's going to be a lot of people here. A lot of people, a lot of the local boxing community. It's always a great show.
Southern Superfly like Dylan will get over that. Garrett Wilson follows former world champion Nate Miller. I think it's a real cool thing to come and say there's been able to now 12 annual awards. And the whole little clique of Philadelphia boxing gets together. Everyone puts their egos at the door, and no one's all the fighters are back to them. Randy Robinson, Calvin Harrison just won an unbelievable fight.
Yeah.
They're going to shake hands and accept a great fight. It took two of them to make the fight like that. I know you were, if I'm not mistaken, were there.
Oh yeah, I was there. That was a war. As I was watching it, I was this is going to be fight of the year. I was watching it, was just back and forth, non-stop action. I mean, on that Calvin took care of business, but it was an absolute war up until the end. B-Hop, I mean, it's my guy, B-Hop. B-Rob, forgive me, not B-Hop. B-Rob, I've announced, I want to say damn near 75% of his fights. So I mean, he's one of my favorite fighters. I like seeing him. He's always in a war. And he's an up-and-comer. I think he's surging back. I think sometimes from a setback like that, you can learn more in defeat than anything you'll ever learn from victory. So, the sky's the limit for him.
That's what I've heard. What are you looking forward to maybe for the rest of 2019? Fights out there locally that you're possibly looking forward to?
Not yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to to seeing both those two guys in the fight of the year, both Calvin and B-Rob. They're fighting on the 10th. Yeah, on the 10th, the 2300. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. Low key, I'm really excited about the show at the Sands Casino on the 3rd. All right, that's got Ricky Nuna. It's got just a lot of local Lehigh Valley guys. I mean, I went to Allen High School. I'm a Lehigh Valley guy myself, so it's always fun to go back up there. I never know who I'm going to run into. Lehigh Valley, stand up and make sure you show out on May 3rd, Friday night the 3rd, Sands Casino. It's going to be rocking. I have no doubt in my mind that Allentown and Bethlehem East, they're going to show out on May the 3rd. It's going to be a great night. Make sure you show out. But real quick before I definitely want to get yelled at, I got to make these announcements. I really am loving the fact that the local guys, local up and coming guys, they're accepting and fighting each other. Everybody's fighting, and you know what? That's really what's going to make boxing get back to where it needs to be. Just look at the model that the UFC has set forth, where the best fighters are fighting the best fighters. The top guys want to fight the top guys. You win, you win. If you lose, you lose. You know, that's how it works. The best should always want to fight the best. Real quick, Hard Hitting had a fight between Cuevas and Stevie Ortiz, another one of the guys that trained out of my club. Cuevas, absolute warrior. He fought numerous times at my amateur shows at my club. The two of them, both Philadelphia fighters, put on a hell of a fight. There's nothing wrong with that L. That is a quality loss. You can learn stuff. I think the stigma of needing to be the next Floyd Mayweather needs to die in order for boxing to get to the next level. Right? That's just my humble opinion, but I really look forward to the rest of the. Look, this is the unofficial fight capital of the world. For those people that don't know, if you don't know Philly boxing, just come to a show at 2300 Sugar House, locally anywhere, and see Philly fighters, and you'll understand why it's the unofficial fight capital of the world. I have no idea. I mean, it's probably a money thing. Maybe we just don't have that big data, that big venue that makes everybody do. But it's gonna happen. I have no doubt in my mind it's gonna happen.
We just had some big points, top ranked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The zone, and they're starting to recognize, hey, Market 6 is kind of in play. Like, you know, it is what it is. I look forward to the rebirth of Philadelphia. Market 6, and all media ratings, blah blah, all that. So whatever. Look,
this guy is definitely true. One of the first times he fought, when I was broadcasting, and he knows exactly where I'm going. I asked him what his aspirations were. What has nothing to do with boxing. I want to be the mayor of Philadelphia.
That hasn't changed.
Hasn't changed?
No. You have to put together your platform. You have to put together your actual resume.
I thought that makes sense now, because the last fight, I saw you kiss a baby. I thought it was your baby.
No babies. No babies.
You were kissing a baby. You're starting early.
Oh, I shake hands, kiss babies. That's what I do. Oh man, always a pleasure.
Thanks, Alex. And when the awards start, we will throw it up to you. I'm always doing that. So it's Alex Barbosa here. If anyone's got any questions, I'm just going to do some little house work here on the screen to make sure everyone is able to ask questions and we'll answer. We'll have some more guests coming up very shortly.
Thank you, friends, family, hospital, for joining us for the 12th annual Briscoe Awards. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, the IBF, the family of Jesse Smith, Health Boxing, Johan Promotions, the Roofers Union, Local 30, Kings Promotions, the Cement Masons Union, Local 592, the Iron Workers Union, Local 401, Rock Ministries of Philadelphia, USS Fight Academy, the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, the Don Elbon Adoration Society, Philadelphia Rom-Com Magazine, PhillyBoxingHistory.com. The food will be placed out in the eating area, roughly 1:30. Before we begin with this afternoon's festivities, we ask that everyone vote for the 2018 Photo of the Year. You can place your ballots right in here. The 2018 Photo of the Year, please vote. Voting in right on the Flipper 6th Award and the last call for that. And also today we will be raffling off these wonderful boxing memorabilia prizes. Raffle tickets are available $1 each or 10 for 5. The prizes are right over here. Come check them out. Some nostalgia right there. We'll be starting the festivities shortly. little different. It looks like you know the food is out until you get to it over here. So the food is out. That's what you need when you start the awards in about 20 minutes or so. We are back here at the 2019 Briscoe Awards. I'm here with the founder, the guy who just runs this whole thing. It's an unbelievable event every year. We just got camping. Sorry about that. John DeSanto. John, how's everything going?
Everything's good. We're just getting started. The crowd's coming in. The food's just been served, and just waiting for everybody to get here. Yeah.
So obviously this is a year in the making, and tell the fans out there what in so many words goes into putting this together once a year.
Well, the main thing is determining the winners. That's what it's all about. It's nice to have a party, nice to gather everyone, but the important thing is when the year ends in December, compiling a set of nominees, putting it out to the fan vote, and getting the results, and then announcing the winners, and then plan the event. So, you know, it does take it's an undertaking, and there's a lot that goes on throughout the year, but that's the main thing.
I think you should be either considered a priest, a rabbi, or some kind of higher. I'm going to tell you why. You're the only guy who can get everyone in the Philadelphia boxing meeting and get along at least for one day.
Well, you know, thank you. But the thing is that that's why I always wanted this to be. You know, there's a lot of rivalries in boxing. You know, this promoter won't go to that another promoter's show. These fighters don't fight for this. You know, so there's a lot of that. The Briscoe Awards, especially when it was much smaller, was a place where everybody came together, and you know, they'd have a beer, and you know, for one day, everybody get along, and that's what it's the spirit of it. Now, the one thing is, a little of that still happens because sometimes fighters who don't win say, "Oh, why should I come? I didn't win." And I always say, well, if you win next year, don't you want everyone to be there? So the goal is to kind of get everyone to embrace it, including sponsors and ticket buyers and the fighters and the community. So yeah, we're working on it. 12 years, give it another 12, maybe everybody.
What surprised you most about this year, whether it's the voting or anything in particular surprised you, or maybe what are you looking forward to for this year's award?
One of the things I thought was interesting, and I think a surprise, was I only put up 2 fights for Fight of the Year. The one was the winner, Calvin Henderson and Brandon Robbins. It was a terrific fight, the last main event of the year. However, several months before, there was a world title fight in Philly, and it was Isaac Dogbo and Jesse Magdalena, and that was a great fight. And I thought, oh, nothing will beat that because it's a title fight, a lot of big stakes. Went to the fan vote, and probably by a, like 2/3 to 1/3 margin, the local fight got it. And I think what that is
the local, they're going to vote for their...
Yeah, I mean, part of it is they have more fans, so more people voted for it, certainly. But also, it did have a bigger impact on our fight scene, which is what this is about. So I want to invite I want as many title fights in Philly to go, but in the end, I think the fans said, hey, Brandon Robbins is our guy, and now everybody wants to see this rematch. It had a bigger impact, I guess. So that was a surprise.
This all started with, on your website, Philly Boxing History, you just grew as an historian of the Philadelphia fight scene. You've seen a couple more title fights here in the last 4 months. What do you think everything's going in terms of...
It feels like there's more activity, like bigger activity. For a long time, there were title fights, there were big important fights in Philly, and then for how long, decades, it was the club fights. You know, slowly but surely, there's been more and more, you know, bigger fights coming in, and you know, of the two so far this year, title fights were actually more because we had 2 on one card. Tevin Farmer defended his title. They're the kind I like the most, you know, involved with the local guys. But it's exciting because, you know, Top Rank came and brought a title fight, and there's going to be more of that. So yeah, I mean, it's a great fight town, and it's fun to see the, you know, the crowd come out. That fight at the League course was huge.
I think someone here wants to talk to you. I mean, we'll come back. I think we'll try to get some more fighters on as we go along. John, thank you.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck. We can't wait to see the winners.
Thank you.
The food is out and go over in the atrium area. Make sure you grab that food reference right in the atrium area.
quick interview? Put that on like your back. We're back with a very special guest, former cruiserweight champion of the world, Nate Miller. Nate, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. Blessed to be here.
Talk about a day like this. Obviously, when you were fighting, there wasn't this type of gathering, but while the Philadelphia boxing community can get together and honor the previous year's accomplishments.
That's a good thing, to get the people exposure and show that the city has a lot of champions and potential champions in the future. So, it's a good thing to keep this going.
The cruiserweight champion of the world. Talk about what you see today in the game. Fighters you like, don't like, or fights you want to see. Talk about where you feel the state of boxing's at right now.
Different eras is different people, and people change as the era change, and that's for us to see what's going to be or not be. But everybody is created different, and everybody do different things. So we just have to wait and see what becomes of it and how athletes progress over the years.
Fighters out there that this can't miss viewing for you.
From looking at the new contenders and prospects, they look pretty good, and it'd be very interesting to see their career prosper.
Talk about obviously most of the people who are being honored are Philadelphia fighters. What's it mean if I say the word Philadelphia fighter? What's Nate Miller's definition?
A lot of good fighters come from Philly. One of the boxing capitals, I would imagine, and they just keep coming and coming each year. So, as long as that's happening, that's a good thing for Philadelphia.
You see some of these young fighters, prospects like you mentioned. If you had one or two words of advice to give to these guys, it's actually, if you bring your belt out, that means something. That commands automatic respect.
I would tell them to keep their head on straight, stay out of trouble, focus on getting a title, focus on being the best you can at your craft, and leave all that negativity stuff alone.
What do you do these days?
My book is just about done. I just have to have somebody type it up. I did it after 18 years of procrastination. Finally, I got it done, and it should be out probably before the summertime.
Thank you for a couple of your time, and we'll see you soon. We see you at a lot of fights, and we'll see you around.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back with more interviews just after this. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Take a picture of me and next to Benny Briscoe. That's right. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. Don't even worry about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a secret, man. What'd you say?
focus on your. Just click here. Click it right on there. We're on live TV. So we're here with super flyweight man, super flyweight prospect Dylan Price. Dylan, how's everything going?
Going great, man. I'm getting ready for my fight May 18th at the Barclays Center. Just making little adjustments. Felt great though.
Something that is going on in your career hasn't really brought to the forefront yet.
Right.
You had a setback, but I believe it's being overturned.
Yep, and the
Talk about that.
fight's been overturned. My opponent actually tested positive for steroids, but I'm actually glad that that happened. You know what I mean? So I had to go back. We just basically started from scratch. You know, my dad, my sister, Water, we just fixed everything up.
So basically, you taking that the mindset. Even though the loss is gone,
Right.
taking the mindset that it was a loss,
Yep,
that you gotta.
Yep, and that's motivating me every day, not to slack, you know, to do extra. You know, I believe it helped me a lot, a whole lot. So I'm happy it happened.
It was a real veteran guy you were in there with. Talk about that. What you learned in that fight. Obviously, you just said what you learned after the fight. What you learned during the fight.
I learned that this is a dangerous game. It's not like the amateurs. I learned that you can't just go up and wait and think you're going to get away with it and let guys come in overweight. All of that plays a major factor when it comes to the fight. You know? He had a lot more fights, but I just figured I'm way more skilled than him and things like that, but it didn't work out that way. You know what I mean? So it was a huge learning. It was a huge learning experience. So that's what I'm saying. I'm glad it happened. But my goal is to make sure that don't happen again.
So May 18th.
Yep.
Talk about that. So can you have an opponent yet?
Yep, I have an opponent. I actually forgot his name. I'm horrible with names. But he's a very tough fighter. He comes to fight. Hopefully he's ready fight night because we're going to be more than prepared.
The 115-pound division in the past 2-3 years has gotten some more attention here in the United States. How far, I know you're still fighting 6 and 8 round fights. How far you are away from maybe competing in a 10, maybe 12 round fights? I know in those divisions you can kind of move a little bit faster.
We're not rushing, but maybe in a year or so. Maybe in a year or so, if everything goes well, we should be fighting for some type of title. I mean, like you said, the 115-pound division is small, so we move faster than other weight classes because there's not that many of us in there. So I would say a year.
You're promoted by Mayweather Promotions. Yeah. I'm sure you had conversations with Floyd. It's maybe the one thing that he's instilled on you, told you, look you in the eye, and maybe advice that he's given you.
Nothing I've never heard before. Just stay focused. Be consistent and continue to work hard.
What's it mean you come out of the amateurs to have a guy like that in his promotional team take that interest in you, not only sign you but sit you down, pat you on the back, and take the time to give you that advice?
I mean, it's a blessing. It's a dream come true. It's definitely motivational, and I'm just thankful to be in the position that I'm in. Because I seen my last fight, you could be on top 1 minute, next minute you hit rock bottom. So I just have a different approach to the game after this fight. So like I said, I'm blessed and thankful, and I'm just taking it one fight at a time.
Look at the camera, fans out there watching it. Tell people the final thought.
It's Dylan the Real Deal Price. I'm here with my guy Mark, and stay tuned May 18th. I'm going to put on a show, and I'm going to continue to do my thing with sport boxing. I'm definitely my mark.
Where can they see you on social media?
They can follow me on Instagram at Dylan the Real Deal Price.
Thank you, Dylan. Actually, you know what? Not yet. Actually, a few questions I just thought of. We're here at the Briscoe Awards. All the Philadelphia boxers, everyone's under one roof. What's that mean to you? You've won awards in the past. What do you take from a day like this where you can rub shoulders with some of the guys that are fighting with you now, the guys in the past, and the guys in the future?
I mean, it's a beautiful thing, It's like a family reunion. All the boxers come together as one. I'm happy for the guys that got the awards. I'm definitely happy for Atif Over. He definitely deserved it. He worked extremely hard, and he's doing his thing, so I'm definitely proud of him.
What did it mean to you when you won these awards, that you were honored by your hometown?
It was a blessing. I was super thankful. That also was a dream come true, and hopefully I can win some more awards in the future.
No, the way you're going, and got that zero back.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure we'll be fighting world titles, big fights coming up. Dylan, congratulations,
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it. Have a good one.
We'll be back with more guests in just a moment. Unclip that. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends and family, boxing community all alike. Thank you for joining us for the 12th annual Briscoe Awards. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, the IBF, the family of Jesse Smith, Helps Boxing, Johan Promotions, the Roofers Union, Local 30, King's Promotions, the Cement Masons Union, Local 592, the Iron Workers Union, Local 401, Rock Ministries of Philadelphia, USS Flight Academy, the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, the Don Elbaum Adoration Society, Philadelphia Ron Home Magazine, and PhillyBoxingHistory.com. Before we begin with the awards, I would like to take a moment to remind everyone to please get your votes in for the 2018 Photo of the Year right in front of me. You can leave your vote, your ballot right here in the bag. Voting will end right on the 5th award presentation tonight. Also, we'll be raffling all these wonderful boxing memorabilia prizes. Raffle tickets are $1 each or 10 for 5, and then $1 each or 10 for 5. We'll be conducting those prize drawings at the end of today's awards. The 12th annual Briscoe Awards. Briefly, a moment on Benny Briscoe. Dad, Benny Briscoe, was known as the quintessential Philadelphia fighter, known for his toughness, strong punch, and body attack. He amassed a record of 66 wins, 24 defeats, 5 draws, with a staggering 53 wins coming by way of knockout.
Jesus Christ.
He was a fan favorite, and if you pull up any video on YouTube, you'll see why. This afternoon, we honor our local warriors of today, while always paying homage and remembering the warriors of the past. Now, to formally begin today's festivities, the man who put this all together, Mr. John DeSanto.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming. Great to see everyone here again this year. It was another great year for Philadelphia boxing, so that's why we're here. Focus on all the fighters and everything that they did last year. Once again, thanks for coming. We're going to get started with the awards. Keep in mind that the food is out. The photo contest is going on. Still have the drop here. And also people going around selling the raffle tickets, the prizes, great prizes, autographed glove, Hopkins and Trinidad, and these 3 posters. I'll do that again as Alex said, but we're going to get started.
Okay. The first award of this evening will go to the Philadelphia Fighter of the Year as well as the Performance of the Year. Both of those awards go to Tevin, the American Idol farmer. In my opinion, boxing shows its truest form as someone who competed. It's you and another man in that ring, and that's it. No one else, no higher. It's exactly who you are. You can't cheat the grind. You can't cut any corners. I witnessed it. Tevin is a champion, inside and outside of that ring. He goes to Australia. No problem. Fight there, fight.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Does whatever it takes. It's an all over work. Tonight's award will be being accepted by his head trainer, Chino Rivas. I believe that Chino Rivas is one of the top trainers, not just locally, but in the world. One of the brilliant boxing minds. I get to witness their campus in my gym, Cherry Hill, TKO Fitness. And the results speak for themselves. We took a fighter with 3 amateur fights, take him to China, win the world title there. I'm talking about Jason Sosa. And you take another fighter, 7 wins, 4 losses, kind of left for dead. Oh, you know the rest. It's a 7 story. Without further ado, I'd like to present the Philadelphia Fighter of the Year, as well as the Performance of the Year, to Tevin Farmer. On his behalf of accepting the award, his head trainer, Chino Rivas.
Yes, thank you. Kevin put a lot of work, very dedicated to not only his craft, but to his city. He loves Philadelphia, he loves the fan base. I wanted to be personally for the love I showed him before I get leave for Senate. He's been through a lot, and I know a lot of fighters go through a lot of life. That's why I appreciate all fighters from the amateurs to the level of professional. I'm honored that all the trainers that put all the beautiful work, they aim to, the list goes on and on of fighters and trainers they build. One thing I just like to say that a lot of times, there's still some more for the coaches, and that's not fair. The fighter looks good, the fighter gets the credit. The fighter doesn't look good, well, it's going to be, has to pay. You did your job. You did your job. Andrew, you did your job. And like I said, the list is on and on. So I just want people to just always remember that it's good and bad. There's always a team effort. I've been blessed. I don't even tell you the staff that I have, but I got Rasheed Jefferson, and I love to them. I have, Nick Rosado, I got Brendan Lord, I got, Coach Anthony. So we have a really good team combined, and we all share each other's ideas. So they're not here, but I just want to show a lot of love for the respect that they're part of the team. So thank you, and I appreciate you.
This is the award for the Fighter of the Year. And this is the one for the Performance of the Year. Tito's one of the hottest trainers right now. Got the Phillies running world champion. He's also the trainer of Casey Sessions, who won a world a couple of years ago.
The next award that we'll be giving out is for Amateur of the Year. Someone that I know is very, very in tune with the USA Boxing Mid-Atlantic region. I'd like to introduce Mr. Dave Price.
How's everybody doing? All right. I want to thank Mr. John DeSanto for putting this together and recognizing some of our young talent as well as the professionals, all the professional fighters that are here. I admire your work, as Chino said, the trainers that put in the work, managers, everybody here that's a part of boxing. I just want you to give yourselves a hand clap. Give yourselves a hand clap. This is our family. I just want to announce or introduce Atif Overton. Atif, you here? Come on up. Let's give a hand clap for the Amateur of the Year. This young man put in a lot of work in 2018. Atif, who comes out of James Schuller's gym, trained by Coach Sharon and I believe Percy Buster. This young man had a busy 2018. He won the National Golden Gloves, that coveted award. That's his second time winning the Golden Gloves. Then he went out to the Eastern Qualifiers, won the gold for the qualifiers, which qualified him for the U.S. National. He went out to the U.S. National, and he had to fight the #1 kid, who's also from North Jersey, Khalil Coe. And Khalil is a heck of a fighter. He had just came back. He had just come back from overseas from stopping the #1 Cuban fighter who won the Olympics. This kid stopped him. But then when he had to go against Atif said we got something else coming. So Atif won. Let's clap it up for Philadelphia. All right. He's the #1 kid in the nation. Got the silver medal. Got on the USA team. Went overseas to the Netherlands. Won gold in the Netherlands. So let's clap it up again. So not only is he here in the US, he's also international. And he was scheduled to go to the qualifiers for the Pan Am Games, which took place last week, but he had an eye injury, so he's unable to do that. But we know if he would have won, we know he would have qualified. So let's give it up for Philadelphia's own, Danny Schuler's own, Mr. Ryan's own, T. Williams.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you for the award and recognizing it. And we got a lot of things to do. And to everyone out there that want to do anything, whatever it is, if it's art, football, whatever, just never give up. It's a marathon. You might see other people doing other things, but just focus on your path and keep positive energy. I made a great investment. Got my coach Ryan, and she helps me out and everything. And my team behind me, my mother, she puts in the work. She makes sure that she does everything to get me to where I need to go. My sister, she's there for me to talk to. My father, and I'm just proud. And I have a blessed team behind me. And thank you, Mr. Buster, for letting me use the facility to train and get ready for the game. So thank you, everybody, and love you all. Hey, Mr. Johnson, thank you. Yeah,
Okay, we're going to move along to a couple more awards. I just wanted to acknowledge a couple of things. First, I wanted to share an award. This is the original Briscoe statue, the original Briscoe award. This one goes to the fighter of the year and the participants of the fight of the year. So that's that. And this one is the Briscoe medal. This is came along a few years after. The artist who did this is Michael Harrow, and it's a solid bronze medal with Benny Briscoe's face on the front and the Liberty Bell on the back, and the winner's name is engraved on the back. So these are what we're giving away.
The next Briscoe Award is for Rookie of the Year. I was there. I announced his pro debut, and the Punisher definitely delivered. Yeah, he had like 1,000 knockdowns in his pro debut. It literally seemed like a lot. I think it was 3 before the fight stopped, maybe 4. He followed that up with another quick TKO win, second round. 2 wins, 2 fights, 2 knockouts. Hope you can understand why it's Rookie of the Year. I'd like to introduce the Rookie of the Year winner, Paul the Punisher Kroll.
Hi everybody doing? Thank you everybody who worked. It's a real good to me that it's finally recognized in the whole town. We were watching. Hopefully next year I get a knockout award or something. Yes!
Another bomb. Is Eddie Everett here? Eddie Everett.
What's up, man?
The next Briscoe Award is for Upset of the Year. On November 16th, 2300 Arena. On the showbox card, Sam T was up against blue chip prospect Kenneth Sims. He was the favorite. I mean, goes without saying that Tsunami Sam pulled out the win and handled work here at home at the 2300 Arena. So, your 2018 Upset of the Year winner, Tsunami Sam T. I know I see you. Sam, where are you? Sam T. Oh, I know he's here. I see him. He's chilling right there. He got a bow tie on. Yeah. Oh, I know. It's okay. Well, while we're waiting for Sam T, because I know he's going to come, I definitely want to talk about that night. I want to remind you, my photo of the year. Make sure you cast your ballots, because real soon, we're going to be closing off photo of the year. And also, participate in our raffles. We're going to make 4 boxing nostalgia prizes here. You definitely want pieces of this. $1 for 1 ticket, 10 for 5. See, I have to do it again. I just seen him walk in. So, this year's Upset of the Year winner. Alright? Presenting himself. Round of applause. Tsunami Sam T.
Oh man, thank you, Sam. So I wrote a rap, and I'm gonna rap. And in conjunction to me receiving my award. Somebody give me a beat. I get a beat. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, as a fighter, you make a lot of sacrifices to get ready for your fight, man. And sometimes you take a lot of corners, you cut a lot of corners for a fight. So it's definitely an honor to receive the award for this fight, because this is one fight that probably made the most sacrifices for. So it's definitely a privilege to receive this award. And I thank John and everybody that's taking the time out to recognize the fighters for everything that they're doing in the sport. Because so many spectators don't see when you get in the ring. They don't see the preparation it takes to get in the ring. So I definitely appreciate this honor, and I appreciate everybody for being here, man.
Before we proceed, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, the IBF, the family of Jesse Smith, Peltz Boxing, Johan Promotions, the Roofers Union Local 30, King's Promotions, the Cement Masons Union Local 592, the Iron Workers Union Local 401, Rock Ministries of Philadelphia, USS Fight Academy, the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, the Don Elmon Adoration Society, Philadelphia Row Home Magazine, and PhillyBoxingHistory.com. This is the last call for votes for the 2018 Photo of the Year. I'm going to give 2 more minutes, and then we're done. 2 more minutes to cast your vote if you haven't voted. Right here, put your vote right in here. Last call, and also our raffle, which is not the last call. That's going to be given at the end of the day. You can get one ticket for $1 or 10 for $5. One ticket, $1 or 10 for $5. Win some of these nostalgic boxing memorabilia. The next Briscoe Award is for Prospect of the Year. He went 5-0 in 2018. 3 of those wins were coming by knockout. And I've watched him. He's never been in a boring boxing fight. I know this. He fought as an amateur on my club shows in Cherry Hill. This year, he was in one hell of a fight against another undefeated prospect, Stephen Ortiz. And although he fell short, his stock hasn't wavered at all. Because again, he's a must-see fighter. Never in a boring fight. Without further ado, the prospect of the year, Jeremy Wiggs. How's everybody doing today? I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everybody for supporting boxing. This is great to see. You know, it's not even a fight, and you still got all these people coming out to support boxing. I want to thank everybody that voted for me. I appreciate it. And you know, I had a great 2018. I started off 2019 a little rough, but you know, it's a blessing in disguise. I got some new people in my life, and the Lord keeps blessing me. I got a great family, you know, I got a great support base, and I appreciate everything that Philadelphia fans have done for me. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you. At this moment, we're going to take a minor brief recess. This is your last call. Last call. Folks, get them in. Hold now, forever hold your peace. So when we return, they're going to tabulate the 2018 photo of the year. During this brief recess, I'd like to again take a moment to thank our sponsors who made this event possible. The IDF, the family of Jesse Smith, Pellets Boxing, Joe Hand Promotions, the Roofers Union Local 30, King's Promotions, the Slam Masons Union Local 592, the Iron Workers Union Local 401, Rock Ministries of Philadelphia, PhillyBoxingHistory.com, USS Fight Academy.
Here with the 2018 Prospect of the Year, Jeremy Cuevas. Jeremy, congratulations. What's it mean to be honored by your hometown, Philadelphia, to be called the Prospect of the Year?
It's a great honor. Such a great fight town. To be the Prospect of the Year is a dream come true. I've always dreamt of something like this. And now it's here, and I appreciate everything.
And then you get to share it with, world champions of the past, champions now, champions of the future. You could be one of those as well. To me, you to be able to share this with the whole Philadelphia boxing community.
It's a dream come true. I dreamed about stuff like this since I was a child. I dreamed about fighting in some of the places that I fought in as a child. And it's all about making my dreams come true and making the lives of the people that support me better.
Obviously, this awards for 2018. We have to talk about what's going on now a little bit. 2019, you had the fight with Steven Ortiz. Didn't go your way. What did you learn though in that fight?
I learned a lot. I learned that Steven Ortiz is a great fighter. Let's say that.
And I know you say this before you go on. Both you and Steven should be commended. You never see. Very rarely, two guys, 10-0, 9-0, whatever, fighting each other. And we're hearing this phrase, dare to be great. You dared to be great, Steven dared to be great that night. You had other opportunities, lesser guys. So, what was your mindset taking that fight?
I'm not scared of no man. I fear nobody. I don't fear a loss. I don't fear anything. I don't think about a loss or a win. I keep moving forward now, And me and Steven have a lot of heart. That's why we were able to take that fight. But in 2019, we look forward to having even better fights and never taking a loss again.
You feel you're a better fighter because of that fight?
Oh, definitely. I learned a lot, like I said. And like I said, it's put new people in my life to where it's allowed me to learn new skills and things like that. And it's a blessing in disguise. It hurt me at first, but I'm back, and I'll be back very soon to get a fight day.
Let's talk about what is to come. What's your game plan for the rest of this year?
I want to fight as much as possible. I believe June, the end of June, we're looking for right now. And I would like to fight every month if I could, so I'm ready for it.
You're still young, still alive. The best fights are still in front of you, Jeremy. Congratulations. You want to hold up the award?
Yeah, beautiful award. Thank you.
And we'll see you in June. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Jeremy Cuevas. We'll be back with more Philadelphia's finest boxers just after this. So we're going to get started again. Just want to let you know the food's over there. There's more coming out. Okay, so we're going to start up with the awards again.
The next award is the Everett Brothers Award. Every year, Eddie and Mike Everett present the Everett Brothers Award, acknowledging the accomplishments, commitment, and character of boxers working hard to make their way into the ring. Now presenting, I introduce Mike and Eddie Everett.
Hello everybody. Hello. I'm Eddie Everett. I'm here to represent the Everett Brothers. First I'd like to thank God for bringing me and my brother here safely. And I'd like to thank God for giving me this opportunity to come here and honor my brothers. This is my brother Mike Everett, who fought for the world title. I also have a picture of me and my brother Tyler Everett. He also fought for the world championship also. So Johnny gave me the opportunity to honor both of my brothers. So I'm here today to honor a great amateur fighter, Raheem Davis. I called John and I said I need one of the amateur fighters to get this Everett Brothers trophy too. And I talked to his dad, Will. And today, we're going to honor Raheem Davis with this trophy for the Everett Brothers. Yeah. I'm going to let him talk about himself and his accomplishments.
My name is Raheem Davis. I'm 19 years old. I grew up in West Philadelphia. I'm currently the three-time Golden Gloves champion for Pennsylvania, and I'll be at internationals in May to try to claim my third national title as well. This is really last minute, but if I can all leave you all with something, you know, and this relates to everyone in the room, whether you're a child, a parent, an adult in general. It's consistency. You know, this really feels like a timeline. Just years ago, I was in that crowd, and I was one of those kids that wanted to do something with my life, wanted to get up and make something happen. And I guess boxing was that opportunity that I had to stand out. And I hit the ground running, and you know, I'm just trying to grow from there. You know, each and every day, you water that seed, and eventually you get a tree. So right now, I feel a few leaves growing. So. I'm gonna keep it going, and hopefully follow me throughout my amateur career, and also plan on turning pro soon. And I guess I'll see you all around. Thank you.
Okay, well, you know the reward to these fighters. You might not have been the real professional fighter. You might not be a championship. We got the championship country. We got to the state where we had three championships. We had lost. But you know what? When you lose the fight, that doesn't mean you still can't be a champion. We have these guys, we get our board out, let them know that every brother broker has two championship fights and we lost. But you know what? We still champions. We still have the goal to be another champion. We're going to be a champ for these kids while they're doing everything done. That's why we give our awards out.
Yes, hello, how's everyone? My name is Wally Shakur. I'm a trainer, teacher of boxing, and my son is Raheem Davis. I also have several other fighters that fight as well, and boxing is a good tool, you know, towards positivity, to keep the kids off the street. You know, my son is starting a new movement right now, pick up the gloves and put the guns down, try to save these young kids' life. So we we're looking for people to help back us on this, you know, to try to save some of these young kids out here on the street lives, you know. And boxing is a good way of doing that, you know. It's less violent, or shooting one another. So we on the lookout for it. We on the web. We pretty much on the internet, Facebook, Instagram. We looking to try to get some sponsors behind us and start doing some positive things and start doing something for children. These at-risk kids. Because I'm down at, I ain't gonna hold you too long, but I'm down at King Center and we work with at-risk kids out here. And they have us, and you'll tell them what they're doing. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you.
The next Briscoe Award is the Honorary Lifetime Achievement Award. Stanley Kitson Hayward had a legendary boxing career and is considered one of Philadelphia's all-time best fighters. He fought in one of the finest eras of the sport and faced a long list of excellent boxers during his 18 years in the ring. His campaign ran from 1959 to 1977 and included many memorable classics. His 1964 TKO of future welterweight champion Curtis Coates is generally considered the best fight ever at the Blue Horizon. He split 2 bouts with Eddie Briscoe, 10 years apart, winning the first by decision in 1965 and losing the rematch by decision in 1975. He also split a pair of fights with Hall of Famer Emil Griffin. And tied, and then 5 for the junior world, and 5 for the world junior middleweight title against Steve Wood.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Kitchen was one of the most popular attractions of his time and fought in Paris, Rome, Madison Square Garden, every major arena in Philadelphia. He defeated Dick Turner, Ike White, Percy Mann, Tito Marshall, Fig Davis, Mel Collins, Noel Adler, and then Gypsy Joe Harris, Cyclone Hart, Willie the Worm, Jose Stable, and many others. On May 26th, Hayward turns 80 years old. So today, we take the opportunity to honor the kid for his lifetime achievement. All right, let's bring it up. Good here. Good here. Come on. Come on, baby.
So, didn't fight, he's signing some more of it. Alright, so, every once in a while the Briscoe Awards, we give away one of these special awards. This year we've got two. The first one's going to one of my all-time favorites, Stanley Kittenhaler. You know, when I started to do my website, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, the first fighter that I looked up, I thought was I wanted to meet these fighters, old-timers, and get to know them and start to write about them and develop this website. The first guy I looked up wasn't Benny Briscoe, as much as I love Benny Briscoe. The first one was Stanley Kittenhaler. And he just had one of those amazing careers. He was a real warrior. He was tricky, he was skillful, but he was really tough. And every fight was a good fight. If he was around today, he did fight for the title one. If he was around today, he'd have belts up and down his body. He would have fought for so many titles, and he would have had. He's got a pretty big wallet now, but he would have had a really, really fat wallet if he was out here today. But Kitten's a really special guy. He turns 80 years old in about a month, which is hard to believe. But in a month, yeah. He's the only guy who wants you to know, he rounds up. He wants to become, he's 80 before he turns it. He's always been like that. But it's really special to me. One thing that we once did was, I was over at his house, we were ripping through his closet we've got thousands of suits, and we were looking for his boxing robe. We did a Kittenhaler show, and we finally dug it out and we found it, and I was like, ready to faint, I couldn't believe it. And he said, here, I want you to have it, and he gave it to me. He said, I'm going to buy it from you. He said, no. What Kitten said to me was, I don't have a son, so I want you to have it, and that meant a lot to me. It makes it extra special. So, anyway, here he is, one of the great fighters, one of the great ladies' men in the history of boxing, and usually one of the sharpest dressers. Back then, definitely today. So, here he is, Stanley Kittenhaler.
Thank you very much. You're my main man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here. And I saw a whole lot of my friends, a little younger than me, but I still remember them. And I'd just like to say it's a pleasure to be here and get the Benny Briscoe Award. And my friend Russell Pelton. You following me, Russell? So, it's really an honor and a pleasure seeing all the folks that really like me as a fighter, and those that didn't like me as a fighter. But it's really an honor and pleasure to see everyone here. So, what should I do? Should I ask questions?
Kitten will be around after the award. We've got a few more awards to give out. You'll be here to sign autographs and take pictures and talk to them. It's easy to talk to. So.
Well, that's easy. But when I came in here and I saw that guy, Benny Briscoe, ooh, he was really good looking guy. He after me. Okay, pleasure seeing everyone.
Kitten also, he's the first person to win a Briscoe Award that actually fought Benny Briscoe. He fought him twice. So that's a footnote.
One more time, round of applause, Lifetime Achievement Award, Kid Hayward. Before we move on to the next honorary Lifetime Achievement Award, I would like to take a moment to again thank our sponsors for making this event possible. The IBF, the family of Jesse Smith, Helms Boxing, Joe Mann Promotions, the Rooters Union Mobile 30, Games Promotions, the Cement Masons Union Mobile 592, the Iron Workers Union Mobile 401, Rock Ministries of Philadelphia, USS Fight Academy, the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, the Don Elbaum Adoration Society, Philadelphia Royal Home Magazine, last but not least, PhillyBoxingHistory.com. The next Briscoe Award is an honorary Lifetime Achievement Award. Soon, J. Russell Peltz will reach the amazing milestone of 50 years as a boxing promoter. So today at the Briscoes, we celebrate this important anniversary. Peltz began his career as a 22-year-old boy wonder in 1969, staging his first card at the Blue Horizon on September 30th with Benny Briscoe in the main event. Russell went on to promote numerous shows at the Blue Horizon and Arena before becoming the director of boxing at the Spectrum in 1973. There, he promoted perhaps the greatest series of fights in the city's history. Big names called the Spectrum home, including Jeff Chandler, Matthew Saeed Muhammad, Benny Briscoe, Tyrone Everett, Mike Rossman, Cyclone Hart, Curtis Parker, Augie Gonzalez, Willie Monroe, Sammy Goss, and marvelous Marvin Hagler. Everyone fought each other when Philly versus Philly was not the exception but the rule. Those Spectrum days were the last golden era of Philadelphia boxing, and much of this credit belongs to Peltz. He's promoted in Atlantic City and all over the world, earning spots in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame, the Pennsylvania Boxing Hall of Fame, the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, the WBHOF and the ABCHOF, and many more. Congratulations and thanks for this lifetime achievement of historic event. Russell Peltz. So, just very quickly, again, it's a special year. We have two special awards. You know, Russell started promoting September 30th, it'll be 50 years that he'll celebrate his anniversary as a boxing promoter. That's obviously a significant milestone for him. But it's a huge milestone for all of us who love boxing, especially Philadelphia boxing. When you think about all the, from the beginning of time, there's been, great fights in Philly. But for me, I'm biased. It's my era, but that era of the 70s was particularly good. Those Spectrum years is how I became a boxing player. One great fight after another, big crowds, important fights, world title fights. And also, the Blue Horizon has a lot of, gets a lot of credit as one of the great arenas in Philadelphia. Everybody loves the Blue Horizon. If you look at the number of fights that Russell promoted, you see that the majority of the history of that place is because of Russell. When he first started there, he did fights every couple of weeks, and just built this amazing legacy. So I've been friends with Russell for a long time. Long before I knew who he was, I went to the fights. I love the fighters, but also watched for being in the crowd, around ringside, because I'm interested in somebody like this who puts all these fights on. So, but he and I became friends 2 years later. Probably with boxing memorabilia, talking about posters, comparing what we have with the customer base as far as boxing memorabilia goes. But to me, Russell's got one of the great success stories because he's not only someone who
He went to school as a writer, he wanted to be a boxing writer, he made that shift and became a promoter. So of course he's had this successful career, developed great fighters like Jeff Chandler. He's in every Hall of Fame. But what impresses me the most is, here's a guy who took something that he really, really loved, boxing, and he turned it into his life. And not only did it, but had such success. And that to me is the biggest measure of success. You know, the Hall of Fame is great, all the fights are amazing, but here's a guy who did exactly what he wanted to do, and he's been doing it for 50 years and excelling. So it's a great honor to welcome J. Russell Peltz, my friend, Philly's second greatest boxing promoter.
It's wonderful to get the Briscoe Award because Betty Briscoe made me. And if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here. So let me tell you one quick story about the first time when I really worked with Betty Briscoe. I started promoting when I was 22. And a year later, after my brother-in-law bought Benny's contract, Benny headlined up for us at the New Horizon in September of 1970. And he was fighting a guy named Eddie Owens from Massachusetts, who was a really tough guy and had lost a decision to George Benton earlier that year. And when I made the fight, Eddie Owens' manager said to me, I don't know if you can make 160. In those days, I just said, Vito Talavera was his name. I said, Vito, do the best you can. So, came the day of the fight back in 1970. We waited at noon the day of the fight. So Eddie Owens got on the scale that day and he weighed 172 pounds. And in those days, they had a rule in Pennsylvania that if there was more than a 10-pound weight difference, there was no fight. And in those days, Benny's best weight was like 158. And Benny came to the weigh-in late, and I didn't know him that well. I said, how do you feel? He said, I feel light. He said, excuse me. He said, I got to take a piss. I said, Benny, don't take a piss. So there was a bathroom at the athletic commission, and I followed him into the bathroom. And I stood next to him at the urinal. And I said, Ben, please don't take a piss. The guy is heavy. He said, I can't help it. I can't help it. I gotta go. So he comes out and he gets on the scale. And for some reason, he weighed 163, which is the heaviest he'd ever been, within 9 pounds of Eddie Owens. So we had a fight. There was none of this arguing, Owens has to lose weight, I want $5,000 extra dollars, none of that. We had a fight. So I got to the Blue Horizon that night, and Quinzel McCall walked in, and he was Benny's trainer, but he hadn't made it to the weigh-in. So I said, Quinn, I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do. So he looked at me, and took his finger, and held it in my chest. He said, don't worry about it. We're going to knock him in the upper lap. And that's what happened. Then we went out there, and we knocked Red Top Owens out in the 6th round. And I just point this story out because it shows you the difference between the fighters who fought in the last golden era and the fighters of today. If that fight had happened today, it wouldn't happen. There would be too much arguing about money changing hands. Guys like Benny and guys like him, they were real fighters. It was honest to be involved. Thank you.
When you pick yourself up for boxing, right, especially for those people that know, they immediately think of Russell Peltz. Round of applause for our 2018 honorary winner, Mr. Russell Peltz. We've got two more awards on deck, and it is now time to announce the 2018 Photo of the Year winner. The 2018 Photo of the Year goes to the next generation of world champions, taken by Kenny Ludwig. The microphone for the board.
Thank you very much. Just like to thank all the promoters for giving me the opportunity to do what I do best. Thank God. And thank you all for voting for me. God bless.
I want to thank all the photographers who submitted photos. These are the 4 photos. Darryl Cobb Jr., Janet Cohen, Tim McCloskey, and Kenny Ludwig. Congratulations, Kenny.
Last but not least, the final Briscoe Award goes to the Philly Fight of the Year. I'm really lucky. I now own a gym. I get to watch boxing and combat sports like for fun. I get to ring announce and talk to a microphone. I get to get there ringside, man. I had my mouth dropped and my eyes glued on the 2018 Fight of the Year. When I was sitting there at ringside watching Brandon Robinson and Calvin Henderson just go back and forth, and it just seemed like they were just really just one hard shot after the next. It was just an absolute war of attrition, and it made me really think about never fighting again. I'm dead serious, because boy, they were landing some serious leather. And I enjoyed being right there ringside on my little bow tie and nobody punching me in the face. Way sick. The man that produced that event, Marshall Kaufman, great promoter, good friend of mine, very thankful to give me the opportunity to be a ring announcer because of Marshall Kaufman. And before we present the 2018 Fight of the Year, I'd like to bring out Marshall Kaufman for a few words. Marshall, where you at? Round of applause for King's Promotions' own Marshall Kaufman.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Alex. It's an honor of mine to be able to host such great events. You know, I honestly have to say that I learned from the best, Mr. Russell Peltz. You know, Russell said to me many years ago that the best thing to do is always put on great fights for who? The fans. And I think the fans got every dollar worth when they watched this great fight that we had between Brandon Robinson and Calvin Henderson. And so, enough said. Those guys deserve all the credit. Thank you very much.
Without further ado, the 2018 Fighter of the Year recipients, Brandon Robinson, Calvin Henderson, please make your way to the ring. Forgive me, to the stage.
Yeah, just for record of this one, you guys are both guys and Marshall who put on this fight. This was the last main event of the year. It was a super dramatic fight. Cal came into town and did his thing, and it was a real good fight. I personally hope to see these two guys fight again. Rematch is great, but I want to thank both of you for coming. Calvin and his team came in from Arkansas, so real excited.
I want to thank Marshall Crawford and King Promotions for making this fight happen. I want to thank Calvin Henderson from Arkansas to make this fight happen. We got to come to fight. You know, I'm fighting again in the 10th against Devon Liv, but hopefully me and Calvin can really go on again.
I will give honor to God for this opportunity to bring accept this award in front of you guys. I want to thank my team, coach, trainer Kevin Lightburn, Straight White Fitness, my manager Shane Shapiro, Learning Mindset, Marshall Crawford, we got to put the show on. I want to thank Brandon Robinson for being in shape, coming in, putting on the fight. This award takes two to tango. I can't win this award by myself. It takes two to tango. I want to thank you guys, Philadelphia, for accepting me. I'm not from Philly. I'm from Texas, trained out of Arkansas. I thank you guys for letting me come up here and use this award. So thank you guys for Philly.
As I'm able to step on over, I'm very fortunate to be the trainer for California State Fitness since the amateurs to where he's at now. And I think I can speak upon with all coaches. We see so much of the fighters. We see what they can be, the things that they can achieve. In order for that to happen, the game plan is the key. The game plan that I came up with, it took Calvin Henderson in order to follow that game plan. So I want to take a chance and let Calvin know the game plan is the key. He did a great job. Of course, Brandon came to fight. We knew he was going to be a tough fighter. And the game plan and the ability for him to listen and follow the game plan is so good. Thank you, Philly, for having us here.
Now, although that concludes the awards part of the show, we're not done. Don't go nowhere. Stay ready. We have some memorabilia to draw.
Just real quick before we move on from the fight of the year. Both these guys are fighting not each other, but they're fighting in May. May the 10th at the 2300 Arena. And so they will both be on back in action. Just want to make sure everybody knew that.
Again, both of these two gladiators will be in action on May 10th at the 2300 Arena in separate bouts. They'll be in action in separate bouts on the 2300 Arena, May 10th. Before we tell everybody to pull out their tickets, I'd like to acknowledge some of the boxing dignitaries that we have in the house today that joined us for today's 12th annual Briscoe Awards. Recognize to Nino Del Bono, Marcus Frazier, Joey I, Sean Clark, Rodney Frazier, Nate Miller, Bert Cooper, Benny Sinekin, Kid Hayward, Lionel Bynar, Mike Everett, Tim Witherspoon. Brandon Mazzara.
One half of the Philadelphia Fighter of the Year, Calvin Henderson. Calvin, congratulations on a terrific fight. Obviously, we've congratulated you plenty times, but now you're being honored for it. What are your feelings?
Honored, man, to be first off Philadelphia with the history of boxing, with the history of the fight, the history of the atmosphere that's coming to fight at the moment. And I'm honored, man. It's a blessing. I'm happy to be here.
You came all the way, obviously you have a fight in a few weeks, came all the way up here. How important was it for you to come all the way up here to accept this award?
It was important, man, for one to be honored in Philadelphia and not to be from Philly, man, that's a big deal. So we had to fly here and accept it, man. It's a big deal.
How much feedback? Obviously a lot of people saw the fight was streamed worldwide. Have you gotten a lot of feedback from people you know, people you don't know, from all over the place?
Oh, all over, man. There's a lot of guys from Philly that reached out to me. That was at the show, or you seen the show on Facebook Live, and they accept me as almost like a Philly fighter, man. So they showed me the respect. A lot of guys were talking noise too, but it's gonna come with the game. And maybe we'll keep
that's a good thing, because now you're on people's radar. You're on people's radar.
Yeah. A lot of people know they talk, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. We training hard, man. We got May 10th, our next fight here in Philly headlining, so we're excited.
Antoine Akins, what do you know about them?
I know these are tall guys like the box. Man, I don't overstep or underestimate anyone, man. It's 13-6. They've been beaten before, but man, any day, anybody can have their best day. And so we know that, so we're training hard for this guy.
We wish you best of luck. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks. Oh, we got to say hello to Shane if he's watching out there.
Like, what's up, baby?
Thanks, man.
Boxers that are here, former boxers, stick around so we can get your picture. Hey, Ben, can you come up? This is Benny Sinikin, very exciting fighter from South Philly. He was one of the runner-ups for Rookie of the Year, and I want to have him here and pull the winning numbers. Here comes the first prize.
No, I think part of it we were lucky that it turned out to be Fight of the Year, but you make matches, you hope for the best.
730-876. You have to be here to win.
March 29th, we have another fight.
Got a minute to come up.
There's the winner. You guys that I think should be nominated for Fight of the Year for this year coming up, but it was a great fight. Brandon Robinson, he was on the hot streak, winning 11 fights in a row. Calvin Henderson won 10 fights in a row. Came into hostile territory in Philadelphia and then we came in with beating Brandon Robinson. I think it made Brandon Robinson a little player and made him feel like I want this back again. So, of course, as a promoter,
you got it?
Make a great fight and do it again. And so I have both on the same card on May 10th.
Jaden is our winner. Jaden, which prize do you want? Which one?
You're from Reading, which is our show from Philadelphia.
This one? All right.
I think this kid here is a member of the Briscoe family, huh? All right. It's ready to go.
Oh, it means a lot, from Reading, you always knew that. I always knew, as a trainer, that in order to get to the next level, you have to
You pull your under your still winning.
So even as a promoter, when I see
7, 3, 0, 9, 7, 1.
taking place in Philadelphia, I knew that in order
7, 3, 0, 9, 7, 1.
Because let's face it, Philadelphia by far is the best fight town in the world. Some fights coming up, real quickly, May 3rd, May 10th. May 3rd, Bethlehem, PA, Sands Casino. Frank Piava is the main event versus Moses.
That's all right.
Davio. I have a great undercard with 10 fights total.
Dean is our second winner. Dean.
Extremely excited about it. Just the main event. People will be able to see May 3rd, May 10th, but we can't tell exactly. Not yet. Stay tuned for that. But May 10th is really, in my opinion, a card that should be, that could be a box type caliber of card.
This is Gypsy Joe Harris' brother-in-law, Dean.
Antoine Akins is a phenomenal boxer. And then we have Brandon Robinson.
Congratulations, Dean.
Who just came off the contender. You can't count the one.
Dean.
And then we have
Pick the next one. Pick the next winner.
Yeah, and then we have Raisa Miller, who's a phenom at 122. Looking to drop down.
Here we go. We've got 73092. Boy, if Dean picked out his winner again, that's going to be crazy. 7309112. Where? No?
Thank you, Mark.
7309112. Anybody? One more time. 7309112.
Terrific fight. I know the result didn't go your way, but like Calvin said,
nobody's going to claim it. Okay. Wait. 7309112. I may have a winner. I love this crowd. 7309112. Winner. That is our third winner. And our last drawing. Another blue. I've got 7300706. 7300706.
Came back with a quick knockout and launched him right back in on that. With a win over Devon Lee. Tell me what you know about him.
I know he's from New York. I know he was on the contender.
John is our final winner. Thank you for everyone who participated in the raffle draw.
It makes me get more in tune with him. You know, it makes I'm watching him a lot lately.
Everyone, all the friends of boxing, anyone who needs to take a photo, right? Boxing Worlds is more than welcome to watch you all. Anyone who we announce dignitaries, our guests, please follow and take a winner here for a photo op. Friends and family, thank you for joining us for the 12th annual Briscoe Awards, and we hope to see you next year for the 13th annual Briscoe Awards. Thank you again for joining us.
I'll wrap it up here from the Briscoe Awards here in South Philadelphia at the Sports Complex. I'd like to thank all my guests that joined us for this last couple hours, and we'll see you again next year.